Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, November the 16th market update. On the economic front, the market started off strong today thanks to stronger than expected economic growth out of Japan and merger and acquisition activity from Cisco offering to buy Tandberg and JP Morgan Chase trying to buy Britain's Cazenove. Also helping the market today were the monthly retail sales data, which was up 1.4%, beating the forecast of 0.9%. Oil was up $2.55 to settle at $78.90 a barrel. Let's go over and take a look at the Dow. Dow closed up 136 points to close at 10,406. The S&P closed up 15 points to 1,109, and the Nasdaq closed up 29 points to 2,197. The S&P had the largest percent gain at 1.45%. So if we take a look at the Dow, it's looking good. Keep going higher. If you notice here on the MACD that I use, poked our head above it just a little bit from previous, which was good because as we were going up, this MACD kept going down. So it's actually turned a little bit higher now, so that's positive note. Let's go over and take a look at the SPX. Now on the SPX, this MACD is just now kind of touching my downtrend line that we previously had, even though we did break out above the 1,100 previous resistance level today. Let's go look at the 60-minute on the S&P 500. So if you look at the 60-minute, MACD was good, down. This MACD here is lower than here. Concerns me a little bit. Of course, obviously we should hold this 1100 area, so keep an eye on that. Here's our uptrend line. Of course, we're above that. So you've got this line, which is now should be new support. You got this uptrend line on the 60-minute also. So just have to keep an eye on that. I guess you could say there's kind of a inverted head and shoulders here. Here's your head. If that's true, then we've got quite a ways to go here from here to here. Reverse that on top and you'll get your target, which would be another 70 points above, about close to 1,200, 1,170, somewhere around that. All right, let's go over and take a look at our gold and silver ETFs. First, we're going to take a look at GLD on the 5-year weekly. So if you're looking at GLD on the 5-year weekly, see, we kind of had a inverted head and shoulders here. There, shoulder, your head, your shoulder. Okay, so it's going by this. We've got another, have a target of maybe 125, 130 on GLD. Let's look down lower. And this thing just keeps flying. Look at all the volume again today. We keep pushing higher and higher. MACD looks good on gold. We're cruising. Let's go over and take a look at silver. Ticker SLV. Silver actually broke out today right here. Nice volume right there. Broke out on great volume. So you should see another $1.50 or so on top of this. So I'd have around 19 or so price target in the short term for silver on the SLV. Sure, I'm glad we re-entered that right here because I had gotten out when right here previously I'd bailed out of silver and got back in here. So happy we did. All right. right, so let's go see. Today we're going to look at Goldman Sachs on the daily and on the 60-minute chart, because financials were kind of weak there later in the afternoon, which kind of pulled us kind of back there, pulled us down. So let's look at Goldman Sachs. So we're looking at Goldman Sachs on the 9-month. You can see Goldman is below its 30 and its 50-day moving average, which isn't good. MACD, you can see the MACD. This is a lot lower here than we were here. Of course, we're not up to that level anymore, but keep an eye on that. So Goldman was, only up 49 cents today. Goldman's pretty weak, and it's been a market leader, so we definitely need to keep an eye on financials. Let's look at Goldman on the 60-minute chart. So you could say there's a head and shoulders top here on the 60-minute chart for Goldman. You got your kind of a little shoulder here, your head, got your other shoulder here. Line there. So you definitely, again, the MACD just doesn't look too great on Goldman, so let's keep an eye on that. Let's take a quick look at SLV since we're looking at financials. And they actually almost mirror each other. I mean, here you go, you got the same situation here. Here kind of got, well, it's kind of different, I guess. Let's get our, maybe a little different, I guess you could say. It kind of come across, kind of got here, not a real pretty head and shoulders, but definitely selling. Seemed like there might have been some buying coming right there. So let's keep an eye on the financials. You can watch the XLF or keep an eye on Goldman Sachs GS. Let's go over and take a look at the VIX. So we're still down here in this same area, right down here, hanging out around this 22, almost 23 area of support. Keep hanging out down here. MACD actually looks all right, well, which is bad for the market, but we could get another bounce. I would think we're probably due for another pullback here soon. Time will tell over the next couple of days, and this week is options expiration, so it could make the market a little bit more volatile this week as well. So there's no watch list sectors or stocks today. I want to wait for the next dip before really buy anything new and even add to your existing positions. Let's see what happens here up at these levels. So there's no watch list in that today. Let's go over and take a look at the current market signals on the InvestSharp website. We follow the point and figure charts for the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. All three indices are on buy signals. The point and figure price objectives on the Dow and on the NASDAQ both changed today. They're both increased per the point and figure chart. The new price objective for the Dow is now 11,850. The new price objective for the NASDAQ is 2,550, and no change to the S&P. That's really it for today, and thanks for joining me. And remember to always invest sharp.